And a very good evening to you. I'm Tyler Peterson, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of Vibes Baseball live on YouTube. We are live from UC Health Park for the first of a four-game series against the Northern Colorado Owls, and it's a new Vibes team in town. A lot of changes. We will get to those during the broadcast, and we will tell you a little bit about how this team is now newly built under new manager Joe Mikulik and director of player personnel Dave Hadjic, of course, of the UCCS baseball program. The Northern Colorado Owls are in town for the first time in team history since moving from Orem. They will play tonight, tomorrow, and then a doubleheader on Sunday beginning at 3:05. Our four-game set with the new Vibes, who are 2-0 under this new coaching staff. We'll take a short break. We'll have first pitch and the start of our game, national anthem, and all the rest of our pregame festivities. Tonight, the Vibes are in the La Llorona jerseys, so we will look forward to that as well. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, this is Joe Mikulik. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson live as we are ready to go. The new look Vibes, the new look La Llorona. Las Lloronas tonight. This is how the Vibes line up. Gio Diaz in right, batting first. Cesar Lopez in center, batting second. Ulysses Cantu, the DH, bats third. Dominic Hernandez in left, bats fourth. Andrew Hansen, the second baseman, bats fifth. Ethan Lopez, the third baseman, he bats sixth. Welcome back, Mike Unknown, the first baseman, batting seventh. Josh Glenn, the catcher, batting eighth. Joseph Encarnacion, the shortstop, he bats ninth with Yoandri Perez on the hill. We'll get you the Owls lineup as they come to the plate, but we're going to take a very quick break, at least from me, because we're going to send it down to the field. It's time for the national anthem, and tonight's anthem will be sung by Orbital Harmony. Thank you very much, Orbital Harmony, singing tonight's national anthem. As promised, as for those Owls, it's Alex Jackson in left field, batting first. Cameron Feltz, the center fielder, batting second. Liam Scaffarello in right field, batting third. Ty Lewis, the first baseman, he bats fourth. Galen Young, the DH, he bats fifth. Kevin Higgins, the shortstop, he bats sixth. Marshall Rich, the catcher, bats seventh with Tim Bouchard, the shortstop, and Zach West, the second baseman. On the mound is Will Burakonak. Las Lloronas have taken the field. We will be the Lloronas for all 4 games of this weekend series, and as you can see on the field right now, there is Toasty with the woman herself, La Llorona. 2 words, though, before we can officially start this ball game. And we're off. So, a lot of changes to this Vibes roster. We will sort of learn them with you as we go along. We can tell you that there were 10 guys made inactive before the game on Tuesday. Those 10 were Garrett Alvarez, Johnny Morel, Jesus Rios, Jose Mora, Julian Lara, Jesus Rabago, Paul Carreño, Dallas Binder, Joshua Esparza, Caleb Marquez, Hector Figueroa, and Eder Rosales. In to this roster, Brock Noten, right-handed pitcher, and Chris Allen, left-handed pitcher, both acquired from the Glacier Range Riders. Seth Davis, welcome back. Mike Unknown, welcome back. And Ethan Lopez, welcome back. All former Chuckers in 2020, excuse me, all former Vibes in 2021. Pete Bayer, right-handed pitcher. Grayson Fletcher, right-handed pitcher. Brett Irwin, right-handed pitcher. All signed. Nathan Draves, who picked up the win on Tuesday, right-handed pitcher. Armando Valle, a left-handed pitcher. Luis Navarro, a catcher. Josh Glenn, a catcher. Joseph Encarnacion, a shortstop. Andrew Hansen, an infielder. And Pedro Alfonseca and Cesar Lopez. Alex Jackson against Yoandri Perez, who is 1-1 on the season. Some tough nights out of the bullpen, but much better as a starter. And the first pitch to the plate is swung on, lined over the glove of Mike Inone. It's down the line. First pitch at 6:35, and it goes under the wall. It's going to be a double for Alex Jackson. Talk about getting off to a hot start. First pitch off the tip of the glove of Mike Inone at first, all the way down, and Gio Diaz threw up the arms to indicate that ball went out of play. One change to the roster made today. Caleb Marquez officially assigned to the Monclova Academy, so he is no longer with the ball club. Here's Cameron Feltz. He squares around to bunt and takes strike one. Defense for Las Lloronas. Hernandez in left. Cesar Lopez in center. Gio Diaz in right. Ethan Lopez at third. Encarnacion at short. Hansen at second. Unknown at first. Glenn behind the plate. And Perez on the mound. A touch off the plate for ball one. 2 straight wins for the Vibes over this Owls team. The Owls have been making quite a few changes as well. A new manager in the dugout tonight, an interim manager. Swing and a tip into the glove. It's 1-2. Fastball at 93. It's sort of an interesting situation. What's happening with the Northern Colorado Owls. Their assistant GM, Harrison Shapiro, is actually the interim manager. They're going to get a new manager fairly soon. So that's outside. Cameron Feltz, 25 years old, from Layton, Utah. He's batting .360 on the season. 1 home run, 14 RBI. You can tell why he's at the top of the lineup. 2-2, no outs here in the top of inning number 1. Jackson at second after the leadoff double. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And there's one away. Yoandri Perez leads this team in strikeouts. That was number 25 on the season. Here's the right fielder, Liam Scaffarello. This is our first time getting to see the Owls in person. Got a lot of good information from their director of communications, Blake Baker. Some excellent game notes. We want to pass that along to Blake if he's watching. Likely is. I'd like to welcome in all the fans from just north of us. Welcome into this broadcast of Vibes Baseball. A swing and a miss from Scaffarello. It's 0-1. I'd like to welcome in all 58 viewers currently watching us on YouTube. Glad to have you here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Fastball at 94. Perez much better as a starter. His first start against Idaho Falls, he went 6 innings, only allowed 3 earned runs. Took the loss in that 31-5 game. And then in Boise, he got the win. 7 innings, 1 earned run. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up into the stands. Pretty good night for attendance so far, considering these games originally were not on the schedule. we had to do some schedule shifting with Northern Colorado. They got the first 3 of this 6-game series, so you might call it, and we will get the final 3. It was the other way before. Another 0-2, and just staying alive is Scaffarello. Top of the first, no score. Another 0-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Perez, and there's 2 away. Yoandy Perez, 25 years old, from Vicente Noble in the Dominican Republic. And that was a high fastball right past Scaffarello. Very nice start. Now the first baseman, Ty Lewis. 2 outs with Jackson at second. First pitch just off the plate. "23 years old is Lewis from Pleasant Grove, Utah, so he's somewhat of a local kid. .250, 2 home runs, 9 RBI in 72 at-bats. That's a strike on the outside. 1-1. A lot of changes, and as we said, we will sort of go through them all together. This club now under the leadership of Joe Mikulik, former minor league manager, and Dave Hadjick, who's the head coach at UCCS. Mike Garcia is back as pitching coach. He was here last year in that exact same role. And then 1 member of the previous coaching staff is retained. That's Highland Peguero. He is now the bullpen coach. 2-1 to Lewis. Line drive to left. This will get down. This will be a run. Hernandez is going to cut it off. His throw into second will not be in time. It's an RBI double for Ty Lewis, and it's 1-0 Owls. Heard a few cheers out here, so I imagine that there'd be quite a few folks from Northern Colorado making the about 2.5-hour trip down to the Springs. Speaking of the Springs, it is a Friday, but we're not in our Springs jersey because we are Las Lloronas for the entire weekend. 1-0 Owls on the RBI double by Lewis. Now here's Galen Young. Now Galen Young is listed as a pitcher, but also hits, so another 2-way guy. It's down low. Every team seems to have maybe 1 2-way guy. Right now, that guy for the Vibes is Pedro Alfonseca. He's pitched 1 game out of the pen. We have not seen him in a position player role, though. Swinging a tap at the plate, 1-1. 1-0 Northern Colorado here in the top of the first. It's a great Friday night for baseball, if not just a touch humid. Set is Perez. Young takes strike 2, right down the pipe. Young is the designated hitter tonight. In a hitting role, he has 10 at-bats. Excuse me, he has just 2 at-bats. He is 1 for 2 with a double and an RBI. Swing and a miss. Tag applied. It's a strikeout, 2 unassisted. And the inning is over. Perez strikes out the side, but he allows a run on 2 hits. No errors, a man left on base. We go to the bottom of the first, 1-0 Owls. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hola, yo soy Joandri Pérez. Tú estás viendo Vives Béisbol.
That was the unmistakable voice of Yoandri Perez. It was, say, off to a nice start. He struck out the side. He did allow a run. But now this Vibes offense gets to go to work. They get to go to work against Will Burakonak, 24 years old. He's pitched twice against the Vibes. He got the win back on June the 1st. He is 1-0. He also pitched against Rocky Mountain on the 5th in a relief role. He also went 4 innings in that game as well. 2 earned runs in each of the 4 innings he's pitched against the Vibes this year. Gio Diaz, the first man to the plate. And over the PA, that's the voice of Dean McKissick, stepping in for Jake Ross tonight. Giovanni Diaz, 24 games for Gio, and at least 1 hit in each of those 24 games. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Defense for the Owls. Jackson in left, Feltz in center, Scaffarello in right. Around the diamond, third to first. So I have a little discrepancy, actually, in my diamond. Let's see where everybody is. This is hit to right center field. Over is the center fielder. It's the right fielder, Scaffarello, running in front and making the catch. It's an F9. Let's see who's at short and who's at third. It's Bouchard at third, Higgins at short, West at second, Lewis at first, with Rich behind the plate. Now here's Cesar Lopez, one of the new guys. We'll get to learn the new guys. But Cesar Lopez, how about a good first impression? 6 for 10, a home run and 6 RBI against the Owls in the last 2 games. Talk about coming out on fire. That was his pro debut he made in Greeley. "22 years old, went to Cal Poly Pomona. Takes a strike, it's 1-2. This year at Cal Poly Pomona, he batted .371 in 47 games with 2 home runs and 47 RBI. The 1-2, softly out in front of the plate, but it stays foul. Diaz led off the inning with the fly out to right. Lopez and then Cantu. It's probably the first game that Dominic Hernandez has not batted third in a ball game. The 1-2. Down low. Now evens up at 2. First of 4 from UC Health Park. It's down low as well. It's now 3-2. The Owls have a good complement of different jerseys. They're wearing navy blues tonight. And the Vibes in their black and purple Lloronas. Full count to right. In is Scaffarello. And catching is Scaffarello, 2 away. Two outs here in the first. Now here's Cantu, the DH. Quite a few names we will not see in the next 10 games. One of those being Miguel Tejada Jr., who was placed on the injured list. This year so far, the Vibes have been pretty good against lefty pitchers. It's because they were such a predominant right-handed hitting lineup. That's changed a little bit with the new infusion of guys. Mike Anillon bats left. Cesar Lopez bats left. And they've added a few more lefties on the mound. Seth Davis, Chris Allen, Armando Valle. Cantu, a big swing and a miss. Takes low. The Vibes sit 7.5 games back of the first place Raptors, who are 14-12. Get this. Last night against the Grand Junction Rockies, the Ogden Raptors lost both games of the doubleheader, both in the knockout round. That's fouled away. Both times it was Farmer over Broughton. I believe the first knockout round went 3-2. The second went 2-1. But it's the first time that's ever happened. 2 knockout rounds on the same day. Again, Cantu sends one out of play near those fire pits. And I've said that before. Be careful, folks, when the baseballs go near the fire pits. You might not necessarily want to take one out of those burning cauldrons. Cantu swings again and fouls it back. Burakonak is set. Just a touch inside. A couple infielders started to walk off the dirt. Thought that was strike 3. And it's a full count for Cantu. On deck is Hernandez. Payoff pitch. Cantu takes high. It's ball 4. Some things have changed, some things have not, and that's the way in which Dominic Hernandez has produced runs, leading the team with 26 RBI in 25 games played. He is the only member of, let's say, what's left of the squad to have played in all 25 games. First pitch is down low in the dirt. It's Joe Mikulik coaching at third base, the manager. Not sure who that is over at first. Hernandez hits it high, not deep. In comes Jackson. He's under it. He makes the catch. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0. It's also 1-0 Tampa Bay as we get an update on Game 5 as well in the NHL Stanley Cup Finals. We'll take a break, though. To the top of the second we go. 1-0 Owls. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Dave Hadjick. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Thank you, Dave. Top of the second, 1-0. The Owls lead the Vibes, or tonight, Las Lloronas. Hit to left, or hit to right, excuse me, hit deep. Back is Diaz. This will one-hop the wall. This is Kevin Higgins, he is going to have 2. It's a leadoff double, and in back-to-back innings, a first pitch double down the right field line. Well, geez, Kevin, I hardly had a chance to take a breath there. Welcome back inside our ball game. Tyler Peterson with you. And by you, I mean the 67 folks watching us on YouTube right now. We appreciate it. Whether you're here in the Springs, whether you're up in NoCo, or whether you're anywhere else in the contiguous United States or beyond the borders. Bienvenidos, toda la gente en Mexico. This is Marshall Rich, the catcher. .59", 190, 25 years old, from Kentucky. Ground ball to third, but foul. Rich batting .375, no home runs, 7 RBI. 2 catchers listed. One is Robbie Kellerman, who we will not see tonight, a former Billings Mustang. And the other is Marshall Rich. Rich spent time with the Fargo Moorhead Redhawks. I believe that's the Frontier League. I'll tell you what, it's either the Frontier League or the American Association or the Atlantic League. It's one of those 3, and we are part of that umbrella as a partner league here in the Pioneer League. Breaking ball for strike 1. 3 hits for the Owls, and they've turned it into a run so far. Rich at the plate, Bouchard on deck, and West in the hole. The 0-2, that's high. And for Yoandri, that's the kind of pitch you want to make. You want to tantalize the hitter. You want him to try to go for that. A fastball above the zone, around the eyes. Boy, that looks good. But it's always going to be a ball, and you are almost always, unless you're Paulo Sandoval, going to swing and miss. The 1-2. In the dirt, blocked by Glenn. That's Josh Glenn behind the plate, who, if you want to talk about geographically, is a guy who probably should be with the Owls because he plays at the college where the Owls are currently hosted. That's the University of Northern Colorado. He was a Bear. He was the catcher up there, but made his way down here to Colorado Springs. It's 2-2 to Rich. We got time at the plate. No outs here in the top of inning number 2. This is a long look in. Rich swinging a miss. 4 strikeouts now for Yoandri Perez. He got all of his outs so far have come via the strikeout. And that brings up Tim Bouchard. Now, from what I understand, Bouchard is making his Vibes debut right before our eyes. Just added to the roster. Left-handed batter. That's down low for ball 1. So I don't have any info on Bouchard. There were a number of moves made before the start of today's game by the Owls. Ground ball to short. That's Encarnacion. Waits on the big hop and a strong throw and a nice scoop by Unknown. There's 2 away. I have been going between Unknown and Unknown for his name, and I asked Mike, I go, I've heard Unknown, I've heard Unknown. What do you go with? And he goes, well, either one works. But as a broadcaster, that's sort of a non-answer. I go, what do you want me to say? And he goes, let's go with Unknown. I said, all right, we're going to go with Unknown. So apologies for previously calling him a no-name. 2 outs, though, and now here's Zach West, the second baseman. Runner at third. Perez wants to leave him there. That's a good way to start out West. That's strike one. Mustangs released 4 players and added 2 to their roster today. Tim Bouchard was one of those 2. The other is a pitcher by the name of Colton Williams, a lefty. They released third baseman Jordan Garr, the outfielder Brian Dansereau, pitcher Noah Parsons, and pitcher Alex Smith. So those 4 will be seeking new Pioneer League homes or new baseball homes. 1-1. Half swing. He does go, says the third base umpire. I did not get umpires, and I hope to remedy that during this break. Let's just say it's been a sort of crazy last 72 hours here at UC Health Park. 1-2 to West. Ground ball, softly hit, charging is Encarnacion, and it goes under his glove. Well, I'm going to have to think about that one. It would have been a tough play. I think we're going to give that an error. It's going to be an E6. Be sort of a tough error. We might look back at that after the ball game. For now, it's an E6, and for now, the run is unearned. Here's Jackson. That ball's in the dirt. It's ball 1. No RBI for West, as it would have been the third out of the inning. So now Jackson, who doubled back in the first, gets his second at bat here in the second. It's now 2-0 Owls. It was sort of an in-betweener for Encarnacion, who sort of got it right off the lip of that infield grass. Ground ball up the middle. Hansen dives, makes a nice stop, flips to Encarnacion. What a nice play by Andrew Hansen at second base, and the inning is over. 1 run on a hit, an error, and a man left on base. We go to the second, 2-0 Owls. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Andrew Hansen, and you're watching Vibes Baseball.
Thank you, Andrew, and nice play. And guess what? You get to bat first here in the second. Hansen, Lopez, and unknown. Make that Ethan Lopez, just to differentiate the two. No relation between the two Lopezes. Welcome back to our ball game. Tyler Peterson live from UC Health Park. This is the man of the hour right now. Andrew Hansen, 7 for 10 against NoCo. 9 RBI in his first 2 games. Heck of a way to start your Pioneer League career. First pitch is outside. I do have your umpires now. It's Cameron Monaco behind the plate. Daryl Dale Ferguson at first. Dale Ferguson, the last name there. And Joshua Garcia at third. Seen a lot of Cameron Monaco this year. He's a regular, but not seen the other two, either Daryl or Joshua. Swing and a miss. Hansen a little over anxious on the breaking ball outside. Hansen went to Wayne State College, and not the one in Detroit, but one in Nebraska. So, same name, different city. From Burnsville, Minnesota. The 1-2, Hansen takes high. To right. Hit well. Back is the right fielder. Over his head. Off the wall. 8th hit for Hansen. And he pulls up anchor at second base with a lead-up double. Can't keep this man down. Second double. And now that'll bring up Ethan Lopez. He returns to the Vibes. You may remember him from last year. Lopez in 25 games last year batted .346 with 5 home runs and 14 RBI. He is sort of a super utility guy, I have been told. So I'm sure we'll see him all around the diamond, listed as an outfielder playing third base today. Man at second, that's Hansen. First pitch fouled sharply onto the concourse and out of play. He was playing previously for Aguascalientes, the Rieleros in the Mexican Baseball League. Line drive, left field, base hit. Hansen tripped. That means he's going to be stopped at third. It's going to be first and third with nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Hansen just slipped right about where the, let's say, where the shortstop normally plays. And he made it to third. And a welcome back to Mike Anone. Oh, and he's got Your Love by the Outfield? Oh, come on. Not only is that a Colorado favorite because of Charlie Blackmon, that is a personal favorite of mine because of Josh Willingham. 308 last year for Anone with the Vibes. He takes strike one. He hit 3 home runs, 22 RBI. And during my time in Idaho Falls, he hit a ball into our broadcast booth to Chuckers broadcaster John Balgini, something that he had never seen in his 39 years. So I've always remembered the name Mike Anone. He was actually with these Owls. He played 7 games for the Owls this year, batted .286, played against the Vibes. He's down 0-2. And they'll check on Lopez. He gets back. On deck is Glenn, the catcher. Mike Anone is from Willington, Delaware. And he's played on a lot of Indie League teams. And I mean a lot of them. 9 of them, in fact. That's in the dirt. Heck of a stop by Rich, who was not expecting that ball in the dirt. A lot of experience for Unknown. Went to Santa Fe, San Rafael, New York, Indiana, California, Houston, Trinidad, NoCo, and now his second stop at Rocky Mountain. Just stays alive. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. 2-0 Owls. First and third are the runners. It's Hansen and Lopez who doubled and single, respectively. 1-2. There goes Lopez. It's in the dirt. Rich will throw through. It's a stolen base for Lopez. The double steal was not on there, but now 2 men in scoring position and a 2-2 count for Unknown. Konak works with a 3-pitch mix. Fastball to change up the cutter. What's he going to go on 2-2? Infield comes in. Nobody out. Line drive, left field, base hit. They're going to send Lopez. Here's the throw. It's on the money. It's cut off. It's thrown past the catcher, Rich. 2 will score. A 2-run single for Mike Unknown. And this game is tied. That was a little bit of a hometown reunion and a little bit of payback all in one. Now Glenn. Joe Mikulik at third, very aggressive with the send. That was a ball that probably should not have been cut off. I think if Jackson's throw goes all the way through, they might have had him at the plate. Glenn takes inside. Brand new ball game on the 2-run single by Mike Unknown. And Las Lloronas are in business. Runner at first, nobody out. Glenn takes low. As we said, he recently graduated from the University of Northern Colorado. 6'1", 210 from Draper, Utah. Glenn spelled G-L-E-N-N. Hit .258 this year in college. In 47 games, he had 6 home runs, 32 RBI. And the book is he's pretty good with a glove behind the plate. They'll check on Unknown at first, and he gets back. Still nobody out. Double, single, single. That's how this inning has gone so far. Glenn, a big swing and a miss. 2-2. We talked about how the Grand Junction Rockies last night had 2 knockout round wins. Well, this Owls team also has 2 knockout round wins. They are 2-0. We have not seen the knockout round for the Vibes this year yet, as that's off the foot of Glenn. The Vibes were the first ever team to win the knockout round, and it was against the Grand Junction Rockies last year. I believe it was Manny Ayoke in Game 2, I want to say. I was not with the team then, but it was, needless to say, big news when that finally happened. It came very early in the season. 2-2 to Glenn. He swings and misses, and Konak gets his first strikeout. That'll bring up Joseph Encarnacion. This will be the first at bat for Encarnacion. He was used as a defensive replacement on Tuesday. Pretty big hole on the right side to work with Unknown being held on. Takes the first pitch inside. Encarnacion, who actually is related to the big leaguer Edwin Encarnacion, He's one of a few guys who came from Lynn University, which is a college in Florida. Ground ball toward the third baseman. It will get through. It's a base hit. The fourth hit of the inning. Just under the glove of Bouchard. Higgins gave it a dive. It popped up at the back lip. And it's a single for Encarnacion. Did not hit that very hard at all, but does not always matter in baseball. Here's a guy who has been hitting it harm. It's Diaz. Diaz waited till the 9th inning of the previous game to get his 24th straight game with a hit. Hey, as long as you keep the streak alive. Well, that baseball was no good, obviously. Let's get a new one. Diaz flied to right to begin the first. That's Miguel Tejada Jr. coaching at first. And he is very much into that coaching role. Diaz out of play. I think, because it's 29, it's definitely Tejada's number. He might be the first ever first base coach to have a gold chain hanging out of his jersey. Let me say that's a first base coach first. Diaz takes in the dirt, 1-1. He is on the injured list. He was placed there, I believe, yesterday. So he'll have to stay 10 days on there. I was not told the nature of the injury, but I'm not always with the team on the road. I'll have to ask trainer Emily Weaver. That's foul. A nice hop by Joe Mikulik, who jumped over that ball in the third base coach's box. Sun now starting to come out in pretty good force. About 50% of the infield in very bright sun all of a sudden. Line drive, again, foul down the right field line. 2-2 on the two-run single in this inning by Micah None after the Owls got one in the first, one in the second. 1-2 to Diaz. Swing and a miss. And Diaz chase, and that's not something he has done a lot this year. Very late on that fastball. 2 away now for Cesar Lopez. An RBI spot for Lopez. He already has 6 in 2 games. Fly to right in the first. First pitch taken for strike 1. Definitely an interesting batting stance for Lopez. Really got the arms above the head. Sort of has to corkscrew him down to swing through the zone. But hey, whatever works. There's a guy in Missoula this year that might have the strangest batting stance I've ever seen. Tapped at the plate, foul. If you can picture it, he's a right-handed batter. He stands in the batter's box. First, he lifts his left leg as if he was doing some sort of yoga. With the leg lifted, he taps the bat with his left hand and then brings the bat up almost like Kevin Euclid. Ground ball to third. That's picked up by the third baseman Bouchard, who takes it to third himself, 5 unassisted. The inning is over. But 4 hits for the Vibes, net 2 runs. No errors, 2 men left on base. We're tied up 2-2 as we head to the top of the third. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Dominic Hernandez. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Thanks, Dominique. Welcome back to UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson in the booth. You, maybe sitting at home, maybe in your car, on your phone, watching the Owls and the Vibes. Tonight, Las Lloronas. First pitch, high to Cameron Feltz. It's 1-0. Good return so far for Perez, just one earned run. Feltz, Scaffarello, Ty Lewis, heart of the order. 2, 3, and 4 for the Owls. Feltz a swing and a miss on that breaking ball, and it's 1-1. Feltz struck out in the first. He was one of 4 strikeouts by Perez. Takes high again. Feltz a switch hitter. Spent time with the Washington Wild Things. Gotta love some of these independent names. No one really committed to anything there. It's ball 3. Perez is yet to walk a batter in this ball game, and a 3-1 count to Feltz right now. And that's high, and there's ball 4, and there's the first walk. And now Scaffarello. Scaffarello, the right fielder, struck out in the first. He's got a lot of power, I'm told, though. Played at, I want to say Quinnipiac, although it could be Quinnipiac. I'm pretty sure the name is Quinnipiac. There goes Feltz. He sort of starts and stops, and he goes back. Well, he would have had a good jump on Perez had he ran right through, but he stopped. It was up and in. A little bit strange. That breaking ball certainly got away from Perez. And there's a fastball for a strike. Scaffarello, 45 home runs in 3 seasons at Quinnipiac. Also played for the High Point Rockers and the Milwaukee Milkmen. Feltz back in time. Lights are on here at UC Health Park. There's a lot of sun and shadows. It's sort of an odd time of day. 7:25. Oh, Feltz started and stopped, and Perez steps off. So Feltz almost timed Perez, but good for Perez. He just stepped off and didn't do anything else. Do you think Feltz is going? He certainly seems like he is. 16 stolen bases. There he goes. Pitch is a strike. The throw down is not in time. Give him stolen base 17. Scaffarello obliging. The good jump by Feltz took that for strike 2. See, 41st pitch for Perez. This is a shutdown inning opportunity for Yoandri. Two and two. Run in the first for the Owls on the RBI double by Ty Lewis. Then a run in the second on a double. Then the guy came around on an error. 2-run single by Mike Annone in the bottom of inning number 2. That's how we have our 4 runs total. Scaffarello, a swing and a miss. Fastball at 94. He strikes out for the second time. Perez, his 5th of the ball game. Now here's Lewis. He's the one that hit that RBI double with 2 outs in the first inning. For Lewis, that was RBI number 10 on the season, his third double. Boy, Felt's really jumping off second base. That's down low. Well, if ever a guy was going to be a distraction, it'd be the kind of guy like Felt's at second. Great numbers for a speedy guy. He's batting .360. He's got 16 steals. To center. Lopez, right there, makes the catch. The throw in. Keeps Feltz at second. Not an easy play. Not only did Lopez have the sun in his eyes, but it was hit right at him. And that's cheer you hear. It's an announcement that the Colorado Avalanche have just scored, and it's 1-1 in their ball game against the Lightning. Not quite a ball game, I suppose. But you don't call it a puck game either. It's the Stanley Cup final. Here's Galen Young. 2 outs, runner at second. Ground ball to third and into the glove of Lopez. He gets up. The throw to first is in time. One heck of a play. And Feltz was rounding third. He was going to score. Had Mike Cano not kept his foot on the bag, that runner does not score. The inning is over. The Owls do not take the lead. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-2. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hola, soy Jaciel Ochoa. Tú estás viendo Vibes Baseball.
Welcome back to UC Health Park. That was the voice of Jaciel Ochoa. A 2-2 ball game. It's our celebration of Hispanic culture in baseball with the use of the Las Lloronas jerseys, which is a, don't know if it's specifically a Mexican folklore, whether it's sort of more Hispanic folklore. I believe it's specifically Mexican folklore of one who sort of walks near water at night. Cantu Hernandez Hansen. And the first pitch is high. Tyler Peterson on the mic. Glad you are here in front of your screens watching Owls and Vibes Baseball on this Friday night. Ground ball is foul off the bat of Cantu. Cantu walked in the first. That's in the dirt. Well, what's to say about that last play from Lopez and Unknown? If that play isn't made on both ends, the runner's scoring. And right now, I think about the play Hansen made earlier to end the second, and the play that Ethan Lopez made to end the third. Quite frankly, in all factual statements, those really aren't plays that a week ago I would expect to be made. So you talk about bringing new guys in. One of the key factors, too, is, hey, there's some guys who can play some defense. And again, one thing we talked about on our broadcasts was that the defense had been improving. That was really not the issue for the last 10 days at all. But those are some great plays, and we want to credit Hansen and Lopez there. It's 2-2 to Cantu, the DH. And he swings and misses. Boy, Burakonak is really using that outside corner. And right now the Vibes can't lay off that good fastball. 3 strikeouts for Burakonak. I don't have a pronunciation guide for the Owls, or if I do, it's somewhat lost in these notes. I didn't see one when I was thumbing through it. So I apologize if I am saying his name incorrectly. This is Dominique Hernandez. He takes strike 2. The 0-2, a swing and a miss. Boy, really broke down Hernandez there. Back-to-back strikeouts. And there's 2 outs here in the 3rd. Here's Andrew Hansen, 8 for 11. Scored the first run after a leadoff double in the 2nd. So what can he do here against Will Burakonak? Interestingly enough, Jake Baer, who is our press box manager, actually knows Andrew Hansen. They were on some of the same travel ball teams up in Minnesota. This is fouled away, so there's a Vibes connection. It's not what brought him here, but it's sort of one of those funny things of, hey, baseball is a small world, man. 0-2. Ground ball to West. Eats him up a little bit. He stays with the play. He gets the out. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Vibes. We head to the 4th. It's a 2-2 ball game. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Yohandri Perez against Kevin Higgins. Tyler Peterson on the mic. Welcome back. It's a 2-2 ball game. Good pitching performances from both Perez and Burakonak. The 0-2 is high. One and two. That's strike three called. First strikeout looking for Perez. It's his 6th. And now a team leading 30 on the season. That was a nice breaking ball on the outside. First pitch to Rich, up the middle. Hansen is going to watch it go into center field. Base hit for Rich. He's now 1 for 2. That'll bring up Tim Bouchard. Bouchard is 24 years old. He is a New Year's baby. 1-1 of 98. It's not that easy to plan that out. It just happens sometimes. 5'10", 185. Left-handed batter. With Rich at first and 1 away. There's strike 1. So this is a 4-game series. Again, some shifting schedules. We didn't play a game on Thursday in Northern Colorado, so we're going to play that here at Sunday. And from what I understand, NoCo is just sort of giving us the opportunity to be the home team in that game, even though it should be an away game. So the Vibes will bat second. They will wear their home uniforms. So it's a 4-game homestand. Tonight at 6:30. Tomorrow at 6:30. Then the doubleheader on Sunday starts at 3:05. First pitch for game 1, 2 7-inning ball games. Weak ground ball in front of home plate. Glenn will pick it up. Strong throw to first. Oh, not in time. Well, give a lot of credit to Tim Bouchard for running out that ball. That's going to be a single. And really, and now we're going to have a conversation as Joe Mikulik comes out. And the home plate umpire, Cameron Monaco, they're going to have a discussion. That might be Monaco's call, actually. Or no, it wouldn't. What could they possibly be discussing here, actually? Is that what Glenn is asking him? Because that is the first base umpire's call. The ball was in front of the bases. I don't know what Glenn could be asking the home plate umpire. It's going to be a base hit. I'm not sure the focus of that discussion was, but 2 men on now with 1 man out. So an opportunity now for Zach West. Owls have had the lead. West is looking to give it back to them. First pitch is a strike. So Yandri Perez is going to have to work around this. It was a close play. It really was a surprising call from Daryl Ferguson. There go the runners. It's a double steal. The throw will not be made. How about that? That's some aggressive base running. A team which came into the ball game with 53 steals. They have 3 more so far, 56 on the season. It's 0-2 to West. And now Glenn is going to go out in front of home plate and give the signs. No. It's 1-1. Not 0-2. The infield comes in. Umpire says it's 1-1. Uranus will try to cut down the run at the plate. Popped up. Does Hernandez see it? He does. He makes the catch. They will not send the runner as the throw was way offline, but luckily Unknown was there. And that's a huge second out, and that's as good as a strikeout. I was honestly a little bit surprised that they did not send Rich from third. As it turns out, he would have scored easily. Well, here's Alex Jackson. Doubled to begin the ball game. Grounded into a fielder's choice out to end the second. He gets at-bat number 3 here in the third. Second and third, 2 outs in a tied ball game in the top of inning number 4. Down low. And Glenn, like a jungle cat, pops up just in case Rich took some liberties at third. What kind of jungle cat? I'm not sure. We can speculate later. One-0 is called for strike one. That was pitch number 59 for Yoandry Perez. Big spot. In the dirt, and a nice stop by Glenn. It's a whole new catching crew. Josh Glenn and Luis Navarro each have started one game. Eder Rosales is still with the club, though he is inactive. One, 2-1. Jackson pops it up, but out of play. It's now 2-2. So Perez is a pitch away from getting out of this inning. And so far, he's done a good job of not letting either runner score. No errors in the inning, but it's sort of been a tough hand that Yoandry has been dealt. Really has not been his fault. A seeing eye ground ball up the middle, then a ball which didn't go more than 10 feet in front of home plate that turned into a single. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 men on. To the plate, inside. And it'll run full. He doesn't have to come at Jackson here. He's got the base open at first. Feltz is the on-deck hitter. The payoff pitch to Jackson. Swing and a miss. Jackson upset himself. Perez fired up. It's the 7th strikeout. He did not go after him. That really was a junk pitch. It was a really nice breaking ball that broke way below the zone. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of inning number 4. It's still 2-2. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Brock Noten, and you're watching Vibes Baseball.
Brock Noten will be tomorrow night's starter, recently acquired from Glacier. That was a trade along with Chris Allen that we'll see 2 players to be named later sent back. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson live with you in the bottom of inning number 4. It's 2-2 between the Owls and the Vibes. Vibes on a 2-game winning streak. First night in the Las Lloronas jerseys this year. I'm going to see how much magic, or maybe how much voodoo, is in them. It'll be Ethan Lopez, Mike Annone, and Josh Glenn, the first 3 to swing in this inning against Will Burakonak. Lopez, a single in the second. There's strike 1. Something that we have not seen league-wide this year is what we have right now, which is a pitcher's duel. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors for NoCo. 2 runs on 4 hits and an error for Rocky Mountain. This is hit to right. It's hit deep. Back is the right fielder. It's over his head. It bounces high off the wall. Lopez not stopping. He's going to third. Mikulik is going to put on the stop sign. That is going to be a triple. Cameras didn't quite catch it, but the right fielder, Scafarello, sort of kicked the ball a little bit. That really did not matter, as Lopez was rounding second even before he did that. The question was whether he was going to come all around. Now, had he been sent home, I don't think we could have given it an inside-the-park home run. But it will be a triple for Ethan Lopez. He stands at third. The go-ahead run, Mike Annone at the plate. Sends that into right field, a base hit. 2 hits, 3 RBI for Mike Annone. He single-handedly has given Las Lloronas the lead over these Owls. Now Glenn. So the Vibes have their first lead of the ball game. Line drive to right. That's down for a hit. They're going to send Annone to third. Glenn is going to stop. He'll have a single, his first hit at home, and it's first and third and nobody out. That really was inside out into the right side of the field. It was a nice swing by Glenn. And now Burakonak's going to have a chat with Marshall Rich. Encarnacion will be the batter. With first and third and nobody out, there's an opportunity if you want to get tricky on the ground in the infield, but sort of play it straight up as well. Encarnacion, a single in the second. His first hit as a member of the Vibes, his first professional hit. Vibes have their first lead of the game. Right now, Mike Annone is making a pretty good testimony to be player of this game so far. Encarnacion pops this up out of play. Pretty good case. It's the wrong legal term I was looking for. I do want to send a shout out to Jake Hathaway for these awesome name badges that he had made for all the employees. Swinging a foul back by Encarnacion. It's 0-2. 3-2, the Vibes lead here in the bottom of the fourth. 3 straight hits to begin this inning. There goes Glenn. It's swung on and missed. The throw down way offline. And are they going to get for batter's interference? Certainly Rich wants an ask of the home plate umpire, and it's not going to be asked for. That is going to be a stolen base. So there will not be batter's interference. We did have a issue where Ulysses Cantu it's second and third Diaz. Infield comes in. First pitch, breaking ball. High for ball 1. So coaching staff is just 2 right now in that dugout for the Owls. And one of those coaches is actually the assistant general manager. JT Mossberg is the pitching coach. But Harrison Shapiro, the assistant GM for the Owls, is serving as interim coach while the Owls ready a new head coach. I don't know if we'll see that head coach, if there is going to be one by the end of the series, or if Shapiro will be manager for all 4 games. Diaz out of play. Diaz is 0 for 2. And there is a special Gio Diaz watch as we go through the season right now. 2-1. That's good for strike 2. Breaking ball on the outside. Vibes have a chance to put up a crooked number here in the fourth. They've got to get a ball out of the infield, though. Diaz to right field, a base hit. 1 run scores. They're sending Glenn. The throw is not in time. Diaz to second. It's going to be a single for Gio Diaz. 2 RBI, and now he has a hit in 25 straight ball games to begin the season. (5-2), the Vibes lead. He goes to second on the throw, does Diaz. Lopez fouls it back. 0 for 2 so far for Lopez. Hit a home run against Northern Colorado in Wednesday's ball game. There goes Diaz to third. The throw down is not in time. A steal of third by Diaz. It was a close play. Now the question is, will they be bringing in the infield here? The answer is no. 1-1 to Lopez. Swing and a tap at the plate, foul. Folks are into it. We got the wave going here at UC Health Park. A sports staple. I would certainly consider the wave as a staple food in sports. Lopez into the glove of the third baseman. That was about as soft as you can hit a line drive. It's an L5. And there's 2 away. Now Cantu. Two outs. Diaz at third. Cantu at the plate. Burakonak on the mound, and his first pitch is swung on and ripped. Oh, what a catch by the third baseman, Beauchard. Oh, man. White men can jump. Wow. But more importantly to this game, 3 runs for the Vibes. And a heck of a play by Beauchard at third to prevent it from being 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Vibes have the lead, 5-2. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hola, yo soy Luis Navarro. Tú estás viendo Vibes Baseball.
You are watching Vibes Baseball. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Thank you, Luis. It's 5-2 Vibes here in the top of the 5th. Welcome back to the ball game. Tyler Peterson bringing you tonight's pictures. Cameron Feltz, Liam Scaffarello, Ty Lewis. Well, I don't think you were able to get it quick enough on the stream, but what an outstanding play from Bouchard at third. If I can try to describe it to you. 2-0 swung back, 2-1. He jumped up pretty much as high as he could, and with the glove and the arm fully extended in midair, snagged that sharp line drive. I mean, his reactions had to be perfect, and they were. It saved a run. Line drive into the glove of Hansen. 1 away. And Feltz is now 0 for 2. We had the NBA draft last night. I mean, those were some high hops from Bouchard at third. You have to take my word for it, I think, but I mean, that was like one of the defensive plays of the season I've seen so far. 1 away for Scaffarello. He takes low. Yohandry Perez right now, he has been working in and out of some tricky situations, but he's been getting away with it. 7 strikeouts. He's gone 4 1/3 so far. That's fouled back. It's 1-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. That was the 70th pitch for Perez. 45 strikes to 25 balls. That's a good ratio. Base is empty. Strike 3 called. 8 strikeouts for Perez. He is trying to turn in the best start of the season by any Vibes pitcher. You look at his 2 starts so far. A little shaky out of the bullpen. I remember his first appearance, he gave up a 3-run home run to Glacier in the 12-11 win on the second game of the season. But 6 innings against Idaho Falls, 3 earned runs, 5 Ks. 7 innings against Boise, 1 earned run, and 4 Ks so far. Here, it's 4 2/3 against the Owls, 8 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. It's in the dirt, 1-1. 2 quick outs here. 4 straight Owls retired. Good crowd on hand tonight. We want to thank everyone who came to tonight's ballgame. We want to thank everyone listening and watching on YouTube. I know some folks listen. You just sort of put the phone down maybe. You can't watch the game, but you still want to be a part of the broadcast. Ground ball, Hansen. Oh, a tricky hop, but he stays with it. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-2 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Welcome back to the broadcast. A little bit of confusion here, as we do not actually have a number 10 on our roster. We do believe this is Chance Benton, who is listed as number 8. So we believe this is Benton, who previously had been listed as 10, but is now number 8. So Benton comes on to pitch. He'll face Hernandez, Hansen, and Lopez. How about the rainbow out in right field? More rainbows, less rain, huh? Hernandez back to the screen. So as we collect that information, and we'll get the numbers on Burakonak, who goes 4 innings. That's outside for ball 1. So it's a new roster we were sent today from NoCo. I just want to make sure that we do indeed have that correct. That it's Benton out there. I do believe that is the case. To center, knuckling, and the center fielder leaps and makes the catch. Boy, not easy for Feltz. You could see it knuckle off the bat. One away. So here's Hansen, who's 1 for 2. So Chance Benton listed as 10 in the notes, listed as 8 on the roster, so we're going to go with Benton. He's 1-0. 2 saves, a 1.64 ERA. That's in 11 innings. He's pitched in 8 games, so a very nice start to the season for him. Oh, Hansen shows bunt, pulls it back, takes strike 1. Hansen, the second baseman tonight. Doubled and scored a run in the second. Half swing, does he go? Yes, says the first base umpire. Oh, 0-2. Benson from the windup, swing and a miss. It's tipped into the glove of the catcher, Rich. And there's 1 away, first strikeout. So Wilbur Konak goes 4 innings, allows 8 hits, 5 runs all earned. He walks 1 batter, he strikes out 5. Here's Ethan Lopez, a triple and a single for Lopez. He scored 2 runs, he's stolen a base. Flies to right. Scaffarello comes in, inning over. Quick, quiet inning for Benson. We go to the 6th. 5-2 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Giovanni Diaz. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Top of the 6th inning. Perez against Galen Young, Kevin Higgins, Marshall Rich. 5-2 Rocky Mountain. Tonight, they are the Las Lloronas de Montaña Rocosa. The La Lloronas of Rocky Mountain. That's down low. It's 2-0. Swing and a miss. There's a called strike. It's now 2-2. Way inside. Full count to Young, leading off this 6th inning. And that's ball 4. Second walk for Perez. Kevin Higgins asked for time. Alejandro Perez had retired 5 straight Owls before that walk. That's inside off the glove of Glenn, but he chases it down quickly. Ground ball to third. Lopez to second for 1. Hanson onto a known. A double play. Around the horn, 5-4 to 3. And quickly, 2 gone. Two out now in the top of inning number 6. Marshall Rich with 2 away takes strike 1. 83 pitches now for Perez. 2 away here in the top of inning number 6. We'll work on fixing our score bug. Ground ball to third. Ethan on the backhand makes the stop. A strong throw over. It is in time. Marshall Rich, he tried to go around the base. He did not run down the line. He was running as if that ball got past Lopez. He didn't see it. He's talking to his first base coach. He did not run straight through the bag. He took a wide turn, and that cost him. That was a very strange play, but what a play again at third from Ethan Lopez. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-2 Vibes.
Hey, this is Tommy Caulfield. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Some more great defense from Ethan Lopez. Boy, it's a beautiful thing. Mike Anone, Josh Glenn, Joseph Encarnacion, the bottom three of the order. 4 hits from the bottom 3 of the order. 3 RBI and 2 hits off the bat of this man, Mike Annone. Welcome back to Colorado Springs. Chance Benton still on the mound. In the first pitch, it's called strike 1. There is a big-time major shift going on right now with Mike Annone. The second baseman, Zach West, I mean, he is practically shaking hands with Lewis at first. Ground ball right to where West would have been. And so goes the game of baseball. Base hit, Annone's third. It was an interesting shift because the shortstop was not playing towards second. It was just the second baseman who was shifted over. That will not give the pitcher on a mound a very good feeling when he sees things like that. Now Glenn. Benson set the first pitch. Swung on, fouled away. The catcher for University of Northern Colorado. 1 for 2 today. Leadoff single by Annone here in the 6th, the 5-2 score. Glenn, swing and a miss. No one in that Lloronas bullpen at the moment. Sky taking on sort of maybe a dusty orange. Is that the best way to describe that out behind center field? That's high. I sure hope that's just the nice color of the sky and not some sort of dust storm. I don't know if Colorado gets dust storms, but during my time in Arizona, 4 years at college, we had quite a few there. Fun to look at, not so fun to be in. Back is Annone at first. Half swing, does not go. Definitely want to recognize the men putting together our broadcast tonight. Alex Steigers, our technical director back in La Crosse, Wisconsin. He is at the controls. Our 2 cameramen, Enda Mandian and Hayden Everhart. Strike 3 to Glenn. Now Joseph Encarnacion, a single and a strikeout. That play that Beauchard made. Encarnacion off the middle of the bat. It's a foul ball. It's 0-1. First backwards K of the day by any vibe in the Glenn at bat. Man at first, that's Annone, who singled to start the inning. And they'll check on him again, and he gets back. From Benson, it's in the dirt. 1-1 the count. This is game 13 of 50 we'll play at home this year. 2 extra because I believe the plan is to make up both Northern Colorado games here at UC Health Park. The Vibes still have outstanding. Line drive, sharply hit to left field, over is a left fielder. He makes the catch. Encarnacion is punished for hitting the ball too hard. A line out to the left fielder. We have an update. It's a 2-2 score in the Stanley Cup Final Game 5 between the Avalanche and the Lightning. Lightning going for the three-peat, but they are going to need to do a lot of work. I have not been following it extremely closely, but I do believe the Avalanche are up 3-1 in that series. Nazem Kadri scoring an overtime goal a few nights ago. They've pushed that team to the brink of glory. It's a very good team as well. 1-0 to Diaz is outside and low. They're a little bit short-handed, are these Owls. $22 guys listed on their roster. That's high. 2 catchers, 3 outfielders, 5 infielders. So really, really a 2-man bench. 3-0 to Diaz. There's strike one. The clouds behind center field has sort of shifted from orange to magenta. Much, much prettier. That's outside, ball 4. Diaz works the walk, 2 men on. Down to a second is a known. Have a look around the league. Grand Junction leading Ogden 4-2. Idaho Falls leading 4-1 over the Glacier Range Riders. Same exact score between Missoula and Great Falls, Paddleheads, the home team in that contest in the top of the 5th. It's outside for ball 1 to Cesar Lopez. 0 for 3. 2 men on, but now facing a right-handed pitcher. It's inside for ball 2. Two men on, 2 men out. In a 5-2 ball game. Lopez fouls this away onto the berm. And who wants it? We've got, looks like Dad there took a little tumble, but he'll pick up that ball and bring it back. You have to credit the effort. And he's got a smile on his face. Lopez takes high. It's 3-1. Who are we missing from tonight's slate? Well, we're missing the Billings Mustangs. That's the score we're missing. I don't see it. I thought they were playing. Billings and Boise. That's ball 4. The bases are loaded with 2 outs for Cantu. And now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. No one was warming up, and this will just be a talk about strategy. I believe that is JT Mossberg having that conversation. A 3-run lead, but this is the Pioneer League. No lead is safe, really. Like to get as much as you can. Cantu 0 for 2. Bases loaded, 2 outs against Chance Benson. Some stretching in that Owls bullpen. Nothing more than that, though. From the windup. Strike 1. Catches the outside with that breaking ball. Cantu as we said, robbed by the third baseman, Beauchard, back in the fourth. High drive to center. Back is the center fielder. Still going back. Still going back. Gone! Adios, pelota for Ulysses Cantu. The first grand slam of the season. A major deke, at least visually from Feltz, who didn't see it off the bat, then sprinted back, and it just went to the right of the batter's eye in right field, 430 feet. And they have broken it open. It's his 5th home run of the season, the Vibes' first grand slam. I think Cantu saying, hey, try to catch that. Hernandez swings, grounds it to the shortstop. On the backhand, in time, inning over. 4 runs on 2 hits. 4 of those runs came grand slam by Cantu. We go to the 7th, 9-2 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Chris Allen. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Thank you, Chris. Chris joined the team from Glacier. We'll see him, at least to start, out of the bullpen. Well. 9-2, Rocky Mountain leads. It's the top of the 7th. 8-9-1, starting with Bouchard against Perez. First pitch is outside. Bouchard, 1 for 2, and the defensive play of the year. 9-2 after the Cantu grand slam. This is fouled out of play. It certainly had the sound off the bat, but Feltz sort of with a visual deke. He just sort of stopped at first and then sort of in a moment thought, oh, I got to start sprinting back. That's high. It's 2-2 now against Bouchard. Ten hits for the Vibes. Swing and a foul back. Bouchard stays alive. The first home run given up by Benson this year, and he had only given up 2 earned runs in 11 innings, and on 1 swing, he gives up 4. High, it's ball 3. Yohandry Perez, a new man in this starter's role. Full count. Fouled away. Even though we know the Range Riders are playing at the moment, I'd like to recognize Scott Gladstone, Rangers broadcaster, who is Range Riders broadcaster, I should say, who is tuned in at the moment. That's ball 4 to Bouchard. But if he's like me, I always have a couple different broadcasts going at any one time. Mike Garcia is going to come out, have a chat, and maybe that's just to get a few more pitches for the lefty in the bullpen. That looks like Seth Davis, and it is Seth Davis. Seth Davis had a bit of a rocky start in his first appearance back. Davis gave up 4 runs, 3 earned in a third of an inning in a game that almost erupted on the Vibes, but they won the game 9-8. Jesus Valenzuela got the final 2 outs. And he got a save along the way. It was a long talk with Garcia. Maybe trying to get Davis ready in case Jackson and Feltz bat with 2 men on. Of course, both of them lefties. This is West. Nobody out here in the 7th. First pitch, breaking ball, strike 1. And for Perez, he's at 93 pitches now. He can't be too much long for this game. Runner back. Six innings so far for Perez, and just allowed the 1 earned run. Scattered 5 hits and 3 walks. West way out in front, 0-2. That's some good pitch selection right now between the battery of Perez and Glenn, who just became teammates literally 4 days ago. Back again is Bouchard. Oh, 0-2 to West. Owlz second baseman. Ground ball, but foul. Vibes looking good so far in Las Lloronas jerseys. Haven't got attendance figures yet, but great crowd on a Friday night. West off the handle. This will be a base hit to right, and all the way to third will go. No, Bouchard's going to take a big turn and slip and stop. I think he got a late stop sign, and I don't think that might have been the right decision. I think he had third all the way. So Vibes catch a break. Single for West. Now Jackson. Will Joe Mikulik make a call to the bullpen here? Not quite yet. He's certainly looking down as Seth Davis continues to warm. 7-run lead for the Vibes. First 2 men on, though, here in the 7th for the Owls. They're playing behind the runners. This is hit to left. Hernandez broke back. Now he stops, makes the catch. 1 away. Jackson is now 1 for 4 after that leadoff double to begin the ballgame. Now Cameron Phelps. Phelps, Phelts, not Phelps. Phelps. First pitch, down low. Perez about to hit the century mark. First and second with just one out here in a 9-2 ball game. Way in the dirt, and a nice stop from Glenn. I think there might have been a little bit of a my bad from Perez there to Glenn. If you can't quite tell, these Llorones jerseys are actually sort of the vest cutoffs like the Rockies wear. They don't have any arms. Again in the dirt. And Perez now mad at himself. That was pitch number 100. There's strike one. Three and one to Phelps. 2 men on, 1 man out. Swing. Ground ball to Hansen. He's going to get one at second. No return throw from Encarnacion. Phelps just runs way too well. It's a fielder's choice. The out goes out at second, 4-6. And to third goes Bouchard. And that'll be it. Yoandry Perez goes 6 and 2/3 innings. And that'll be it. He is going to get a nice round of applause from these fans, though. One heck of an outing. It's a pat on the chest from his coach, Joe Miklick. Perez will get a nice hand. We'll take a break. Seth Davis comes in. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Seth Davis. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Seth Davis into the ball game. First and third. 2 outs. Scafarello, the right-handed hitter, here in the top of inning number 7. The first pitch will not be a pitch. It'll be a throw over. And back to the bag is Phelps. Well, we've already seen it once. Phelps will go at the drop of a hat. I guess the best advice for Davis is Maybe don't try to worry about him. Just focus on Scaffarello here. He just needs the one out. There goes the runner. Glenn is going to not throw through. That's going to be a stolen base. Very cautious of the man at third, Bouchard. It'll now be second and third. The 18th stolen base for Feltz. He's something else. That might lead the league. If it doesn't, actually, I'd be very surprised. Now it's just Scaffarello. Whoa. Well, I have no idea how Glenn stopped that baseball. And he might not know how he stopped that either. It's 1-1 to Scaffarello. At third is Bouchard. At second is Feltz. Breaking ball. Inside, 2-1. The lefty, Lewis, on deck. Scaffarello, 3 at-bats, 3 strikeouts. It's 2-1. Now it's 2-2. Nice breaking ball there. That's what he was looking for on the previous pitch. Yoandre Perez watching from the dugout. Can Davis strand the 2 runners on base? The 2-2. That's strike 3 called. That's the golden sombrero for Liam Scaffarello. It's the 9th strikeout of the game. It's the first for Davis, and I guarantee you the first man to greet him in that dugout is going to be Yoandre Perez. Both runners stranded, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-2, the Vibes lead. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube. Bottom of the 7th inning. Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for Northern Colorado. It's number 15, Gerald Rivera. It might be Gerald, but I'm going to go with Gerald. It's Jerryell. Jerriel Rivera? I'm not sure. At one point was in the Los Angeles Angels organization. He pitches here, the 3rd pitcher out of the bullpen. The booze you hear is the announcement that the Lightning are now leading 3-2. Chance Benton went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. It's Rivera to start the bottom of the 7th. First pitch inside. Blake Baker, our buddy up in NoCo, the director of communications. He is on it. He says it's pronounced Jerriel. Thank you very much for that. Jeriel Rivera. Although now I can't do a Dr. Jekyll. I was going to do a Gerald. Well, that's gone now. Jeriel Rivera to Hansen. A swing and a miss. Remember earlier when I said I could not find the score for Billings-Boise? Well, that's because they didn't play tonight. They will play a doubleheader tomorrow instead. Ground ball down third, but foul. So I assume it was a weather postponement. They'll play 2 7-inning games tomorrow. And as the Mustangs are in the north, we are sort of hoping that they beat Boise, but we are seeing the Mustangs here next Wednesday, so we don't want them to get too hot. Swing and a miss by Hansen. His second strikeout. He's going to go 1 for 4 so far on this day. First strikeout for Rivera. Lopez, the third baseman. He is 2 for 3. It's outside. It's ball 1. Jeriel Rivera is from Puerto Rico. Drafted by the Angels in the 2017 MLB draft out of high school in Puerto Rico. So a guy who, you draft a guy out of high school in the 11th round, that's a guy you have high hopes for. He was an Orem Owl, so no stranger to this ball club. That was back in 2019. May have even pinched against the Vibes. His 4th appearance, he is 0-2 with a 10.97 ERA. He comes set, and the pitch to the plate, swung on, grounded to short. Grabbing it there is Higgins on to first. Nice throw in time, 2 away. Well, it's not going to go down as an error, but on the throw around the diamond, the ball went into left field, so not something you necessarily want, but it's not going to affect the game at all. Here's Mike Annone. Nope, Annone. I said I wouldn't say Annone, and I said Annone. Mike Annone. But he's very well known to this crowd. 3 for 3, 3 RBI. Strike 1 to Annone. Two outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Bases are empty in a 9-2 ball game. Looks like we'll see Seth Davis for the 8th. Pops this up way high in the air into foul territory. Lewis makes the catch. A foul out to the first baseman. 1-2-3 go the Vibes. We go to the 8th. 9-2 Rocky Mountain. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Hola, yo soy Ed Rosales. Tú estás viendo Vice Baseball.
Well, how do I put it? Maybe I should say impromptu singing of God Bless America here in the 7th inning. Sorry we couldn't bring you that. Seth Davis on the hill. Top of the 8th. A 9-2 ball game. Welcome back inside UC Health Park. Tyler Peterson bringing you tonight's ball game. Ty Lewis, Galen Young, and Kevin Higgins for the Owls here in the top of the 8th. First pitch, breaking ball for strike one. It's outside for ball one. Seth Davis, he's got a really good breaking ball. A big curveball. He also has a changeup and a four-seam fastball. 3-pitch pitcher. Ty Lewis is 1 for 3. There's that big breaking ball, just a touch inside. 2 runs for the Vibes in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th, 4 in the 6th. Two and 1 to Lewis. Pop up, but out of play. I don't yet have the starters for the next 3 games as far as Northern Colorado is concerned, but I can tell you Brock Noten will start tomorrow's game for the Vibes, and then the doubleheader will be Felipe Rodriguez for game 1 and the first game for Grayson Fletcher in game 2. Hit to left, but again, foul. Seth Davis stranded runners at 2nd and 3rd to end the 7th. Joe Mikulik giving directions on the infield of how guys need to shift. The 2-2. Hit to right, hit hard. Not very high, though. This will be extra bases as it one hops the wall. Lewis is going to have his 2nd double of the ball game. It's a pretty good battle between Lewis and Seth Davis, but it's Lewis that wins the battle. Weighted back on the curveball, and the curveball sort of was right there for the taking. Here's Galen Young, 0 for 2 with a walk. The DH, listed as a pitcher, but got some at-bats before and gets some at-bats tonight as well. First pitch breaking ball, strike one. He does hit and he does pitch, if I'm looking back at his numbers, and he hit quite well last year for New Mexico Highlands in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. He batted .387 with 11 home runs and 42 RBI. So he really is a hitter. He also pitched. He's been used primarily as a pitcher with Northern Colorado, 8 games at 2.25 ERA. No slouch with the bat, though. Strike 3 called on the outside. Young didn't like it. A pitcher's pitch on the outside. It's the 2nd strikeout for Seth Davis. First out here in the 8th. placed it perfectly. Might have just been a touch off the plate, but it's a great position, because it's this kind of pitch where either you try to get the swing and a miss, but if you're lucky, you get the call, and he did get the call there. To Hansen. A high hop, stays with it. That'll be the second out of the inning. To third goes Lewis, but now 2 outs. Marshall Rich with 2 outs. He is 1 for 3. 9-2 your score, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. A couple lightning strikes in the distance, and the Lightning can stay over there. No need for it to come over here. I'm sure that fans of the Avalanche also would like the Lightning not to come back to the state of Colorado. If the Avalanche can wrap it up tonight, I don't know if that game is still going on. They were trailing 3-2. Oh and 2 to Marshall Rich. Time at the plate. Leadoff double for Lewis here in the 8th, and a strikeout looking of Young, and a 4-3 ground out on Higgins. That's in the dirt. We do apologize for not having our high home camera working tonight. It's really just a technical issue. We're going to hope we have it back soon. I have just been told the Avs did not pull out that game, much to the chagrin of almost all of you listening, I'm sure. We have 2 Colorado teams. I'm sure a lot of Avalanche fan out there listening tonight. And a swing and a miss. Tag, 2 unassisted. It's a 3rd strikeout for Davis. The inning is over. The Owls do not score. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 9-2 Vibes. You're watching Vibes Baseball. Josh Glenn in the box against Jeriel Rivera here in the bottom of the inning number 8. 9-2 the Vibes lead. Welcome back to our ball game. I'm Tyler Peterson. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, hanging out with all these players. We appreciate your support of Vibes Baseball, of Pioneer League Baseball. As I speak, Chris Allen is warming for the Vibes, likely to pitch the 9th inning. Glenn takes high. In his first home start, Glenn 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts. He stole a base and scored a run. And he takes ball 4. So he's on base for the second time. First base runner allowed by Jeriel Rivera. And that'll bring up Encarnacion. I do believe that's Chris Allen anyway. Let me get the binoculars out. It's a tall lefty. Can only be one of 2 guys as Encarnacion takes a strike. And I don't think it's Armando Valle. That's the tall frame of a 6'4", 200 Chris Allen. Outside to Encarnacion. 1 for 3 for Encarnacion. He did have an error. The book on Encarnacion is a good glove, but the hitting will develop. 1 for 3 today. He's making his pro debut as well this week. Ground ball. Almost the same spot he got his first single. He gets his second. First 2 men on here in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the 3rd best batter in the Pioneer League, Gio Diaz. 2 men on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Up the middle, the second baseman can't get it, it's into center field. Here comes Glenn. The throw is late. Diaz, his second hit, an RBI single. And we are into double digits now. It's 10-2. Diaz is going to have a 2 for 4 night. And 3 RBI. Now Cesar Lopez, first and second. Encarnacion at second, Diaz at first. Still nobody out. First pitch is a strike. Vibes going for their 3rd straight win over the Owls after the Owls swept them in 5 games in their first 5 appearances. Lopez to center. That'll get down. That'll be a base hit, and that'll score run number 11. The throw goes into 3rd. It's going to be a single. The ball gets away, but picked up by the pitcher, Jeriel Rivera. It's going to be an RBI single for Lopez. He goes to second on the throw. Now that'll bring up Ulysses Cantu. Scoring is Encarnacion, 2 runs in. They're going to send Cantu to first on the intentional walk. So after giving up the grand slam, they're not going to go after Cantu. It's his second walk of the game. The bases are loaded for Dominique Hernandez. Vibes have one grand slam in this game already. Still nobody out here in the 8th. And I don't think anyone's going to come in and spell Jeriel Rivera. The offense, as usual, has been hot, but the pitching now starting to shape into form. They won on Tuesday night 16-4. They won on Wednesday night about as close a game as they've played this year, 9-8. They lead here 11-2. Hernandez takes in the dirt. Rich putting in good work behind home plate. It's going to be 2-1 to Hernandez. And Dominique's going to take a big swing here. Bases loaded, 2-1 count. No outs in the bottom of the 8th. I take it back. He is not going to take a big swing. He's going to take strike 2. Just when you think you know a guy. Man. It's a even count, 2-2. This inning has gone walk, single, 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 intentional walk. An RBI for Diaz and Cesar Lopez. High and away, ball 3. It's a full count to Dominique. He's 0 for 4. And now we've got time. It's going to give Rivera and Rich one more opportunity to think about what needs to be thrown to Hernandez. That's strike 3 called on the inside. It's the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Hansen. Bases loaded. One away. Hansen swings and misses. Breaking ball down and low. That's not the pitch you think you're going to get at the start of the at-bat. A breaking ball down the back foot. That's outside. It's 1-1. Bottom of the 8th. 1 out. And a 1-1 count to Hansen. That's high and away for ball 2. Swing and a miss again, and again that breaking ball. On 2-2, breaking ball, but high and away. So we'll do it again. He gets Dominique looking at strike 3 on full count, and now a full count to Hansen with 1 away. That's fouled off. Top of the 8th. In Grand Junction, it's Rockies 7, Raptors 2. That's strike 3 called. Same spot, same result. 2 away. Boy, if Jeriel Rivera can get out of this without allowing any runs, then he has walked the highest and tightest of ropes. It'll be Ethan Lopez. 2 for 4, a double and a triple. He scored 2 runs. He stole a base. Well, if Chris Allen wasn't warm before, he certainly must be warm by now. Whoa, inside for ball 1. Heads up. Idaho Falls, a 5-1 lead at Melaleuca Field against Glacier. Missoula, a 6-4 lead in Ogren Park in the 7th over Great Falls. Ground ball fair, down the line. It'll score 2. Getting to the ball is Jackson. They're going to hold up Cantu at third. It's a 2-run double for Lopez, his 3rd hit of the ball game, and he picks up his first 2 RBI of the season. Mark it 13-2. So the intentional walk, it almost worked. Back-to-back strikeouts against Hernandez and Hansen, but Lopez, a 2 RBI double right down that left field line. And now here's Mike Anone, the 9th man to bat in the inning. Breaking ball is inside. Anone is 3 for 4. 3 singles, 3 RBI. A big part of these rallies tonight. Fastball, that'll catch the zone. Now, the zones will expand a little bit. They are apt to do that this late in the ball game, so Mike Anone needs to expand his zone with that. Up the middle, base hits. They're going to score 1. The throw from Feltz will not be made to home plate. It's a 2-run single, the 4th hit for Mike Anone. And in this inning, and no one is coming for Rivera. This is his inning. The Owls are shorthanded. The 10th man to bat in the inning. It's ball 1. 15-2. Have a game, Mike Anone. There's strike 1 to Glenn. Glenn led this inning off with a walk. Then single, 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 intentional walk, back-to-back strikeouts, and just when it seemed like Rivera was going to get out of it, 2-run double, 2-run single. Strike 2. And I think our scoreboard is sort of froze again, but oh wait, there it is, snaps into shape. Just as I say that. Of course, I'm on a little delay watching YouTube, but 15-2 here in the bottom of the 8th. Way outside, and wow. I think Rich almost had his arm go with that ball. It's 2-2 the count. I don't know what Glenn is asking about. He wants to know if it's 2-2. I believe the count is 2-2. I think there's some discussion on what the count is, but home plate umpire, it is 2-2. Okay. I think Glenn might have actually won that argument. 50th pitch from Rivera. Swing and a miss. Well, he strikes out the side, but he allows 6. We go to the 9th. It's 15-2. Vibes lead. You're watching Vibes Baseball on YouTube.
Hey, this is Chris Allen. You're watching Vibes Baseball.
Yes, you are. You're watching Vibes Baseball. That's Chris Allen into the ball game for his first Vibes appearance. And this game of baseball is a funny game. Chris Allen got the win on opening day for the Range Riders against the Vibes. So he's already won here at UC Health Park. He is looking to shut things down here in the ninth against Bouchard, West, and Jackson, the three scheduled hitters. Bouchard is 1 for 2. He's walked and singled and stolen a base. A 6-run 8th inning. First pitch is a strike. Second pitch is a strike. It's 0-2. Third pitch is not a strike. That's inside for ball 3. Chris Allen has sort of had, say, rocky numbers overall. He looked really good in the series when Glacier was here, but fell off the wagon a little bit. Ended up with an ERA of 8.04 in 9 appearances in total, a record of 1-1, all out of the bullpen for Glacier. Ground ball foul. He's from San Rafael, California, 24 years old. He was drafted by the Chicago Cubs in the 20th round of the 18 draft out of the College of Marin, which is in the, let's say, the North Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area. The 2-2 popped up. This will make it out to left. This is actually quite deep. This will be one hopping the wall. Whoa, a major push from the wind in left, and it's a double for Bouchard. And the wind all of a sudden now blistering to left field. I had not checked the flags during the break, but that got some major help. There is a righty in the bullpen as well for Las Lloronas warming up. Zach West, the second baseman, stands at the plate. It'll be 4 straight lefties. Breaking ball, called strike 1. West, a single and an error. Well, Bouchard gave that a big ride all of a sudden. The wind blowing out very strongly to left. Swing and a miss on that breaking ball. It's 0-2. And West sort of can't believe he's swung at that. Puts the hand up on the helmet. My sources tell me we'll have our first post-game interview on the field after this game. Oh, that was close. And it's second, nobody out, a 15-2 ball game. Swing and a miss. Strikeout, the first in a Vibes uniform for Chris Allen. And there's one away. Alex Jackson, the leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 4. Takes a ball for the first pitch. Allen spent time in the minor leagues, first in the AZL with the Cubs in 18, then with short season A ball Eugene in 2019, promoted to High A South Bend in 2021, then was let go after just one game. Pitched an inning and a third of clean baseball in South Bend, but was let go by the Cubbies. Allen to the plate, swing and a miss by Jackson. It's 2-1. Take a big, healthy hack there. A righty has come out on deck. Cameron Feltz is a switch hitter. We have not seen him bat from the right side. It's 3-1. Pete Bayer warming in the Vibes bullpen. We have not seen Pete Bayer yet either. Allen is set. The kick in the pitch, it's fouled away off the top of the netting, and it gets into the stands. You know, there's a wire that holds the netting, and it hit right off that, and it sort of ricocheted upwards and into the stands. It's a full count. Three-two, half swing, check swing. Another full count. Ground ball up the middle. Encarnacion is over. Behind second, a strong throw to first. Nice arm by Encarnacion. And there's now two away. Bouchard at third. Here's Feltz. Check swing, swing foul. Ground ball towards third, and again foul. Vibes fans getting into it. Allen against Feltz. Strike three called. The game is over. Las Lloronas win by the score of 15-2. A great game. And we are going to have a post-game interview. Cliff Cage is going to be down at the field. He's going to snag one of these Vibes players. And he's going to interview him about this 15-2 win. I think I see Cliff Cage, and I think he is ready now. It looks like he's grabbed tonight's player of the game, Mike Unknown. As long as we can get a working mic. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Mike and Known. All right, Cliff Cage. We are going to take a short break, come back with our post-game show, wrap up, and give you the totals of tonight's ball game. Final scores tonight, Vibes 15 and the Owls 2. We'll be right back on YouTube. Welcome back to tonight's ball game. Tyler Peterson live from UC Health Park. As the tarp comes on. It's great to see as we watch all the fans exiting the stadium. A beautiful night for baseball. Glad you could have been part of it. Winning pitcher tonight, Yohandri Perez. He goes to 2-1. And the losing pitcher is Will Burakonak. He goes to 1-1. 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Owls, and 1 run on, 15 runs on 15 hits and 1 error. I've got a few different things going on with my scorebook here that I just need to make sure I've got correct. We're getting a nice little highlight reel of today's action, courtesy of Alex Steigers, our technical director. Well, it was 2 single runs in the first and the second from NoCo. They got out to a 2-0 lead, but then this Vibes offense got into it. The pitching did not allow another run after that. 2 runs in the bottom of the second off the bat of Mike and Known. 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth. 1 brought in again from the Known and 2 from Diaz. And then 4 in the sixth, a grand slam off the bat of Ulysses Cantu. The first grand slam of the season for Rocky Mountain. A big 6-run ninth inning, or excuse me, big 6-run eighth inning, I should say, the last at bat for these Vibes. It was a 2-run double from Lopez, a 2-run single from Mike Unknown, 5 RBI for Mike Unknown in his UC Health Park return, and 2 more RBI singles, 1 from Cesar Lopez, 1 from Gio Diaz. The winner tonight, Perez. He goes 6 2/3 innings, allows 6 hits, 2 runs, 1 error, excuse me, 1 earned run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. The loser is Will Burakonak. He goes 4 innings, allows 8 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. The game was played before a crowd of 2,170 fans. And, hey, our first game at home that goes under 3 hours in a 9-inning contest. 2:56 was the time of this ball game. This is a new team, and this is a new day, and this sort of results, this sort of pitching, this sort of defense that we saw today, we had not seen that in the first 23 games. And look, there's a lot of questions you could ask about how this season started, about last season. What's important is that we are where we are now. The results just were not coming in the second year of the full Monclova roster. So now a supplemented roster with guys like Diaz and Cantu and Hernandez, who are from Monclova. And how about Perez tonight? Again, a great start, 3 great starts in a row. Those are all Monclova guys. And then we add in Hansen. You add in Unknown. You add in Lopez. Vibes have got it going right now. It's just 3 wins. Listen, there's still 12 games under 500, but they have to feel an awful lot better about themselves and where this team could be going. Our next broadcast is tomorrow. It's a 6:30 ball game. I heartily thank you for joining us tonight. Again, a big thank you goes out to Alex Staggers, our technical director, our camera operators, Enda Mangan and Hayden Everhart. I'm Tyler Peterson. Again, thank you for joining us tonight. The final score of tonight's ball game, Vibes 15, Owls 2. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night.